that thumbnail was plenty stupid enough. So we were at 100 degrees earlier. So oh hey Joe, you're quick, dude. How you doing, man? How's things out yonder? How's things out your way? I'll get this going here. Says real good building greenhouse. Yeah, my plants are doing pretty good. I don't have a greenhouse, but I do have a bucket garden. I think I planted a jalapeno, Thai chili, a cayenne, a ghost pepper, a habanero, and a sun sugar tomato, and a Cherokee purple tomato. You said a lot of concrete. Yeah, I bet. Got to pour all that. Cool. I've done a little bit in construction, but I've never built a greenhouse. I have done a little bit of concrete, and this time of year is perfect concrete weather when it's, ridiculously hot out. That's when you want to be pulling a screed. Let's get that. Oh, what's everybody playing? What harps are you on for this weekend? I've been playing the Bert Sev this week. I've been playing the Morchang, the Morsings. A couple of my own harps, a few of the Glazerins. You said Shipanov. Yeah, oh, that's a good one as well. I got one kept one for myself. I believe it was F2. Then, oh yeah, if you haven't seen the two videos for today, hello, how you doing? Oh, I know you've seen the video for today because you commented on it. One of my friends bought one of the harps I really wanted to keep, so we'll just let y'all see that. I won't play it very much. This harp is gnarly. This is that Fomenkov. I was gonna keep it for myself, then Bruno Ferraria wanted it, and it's going to a good home. I'm good friends with Bruno, so. Really impressed with the Fomenkov. I may actually keep either the G2 or the D2 for myself. I don't know. I should just leave them in the store and let them sell. It has the weirdest sustain on this harp, and we're contending right now with the furnace over there. That's the blower for my air conditioner. It's been running non-stop today since it's been 100 out. Weirdest sustain, and I think you can also remove the 2 weights off there to get your mid-range tones. But yeah, that was a gnarly harp. He did it different. Salagi did a version of this harp where it's soldered to the front. Somebody said that's just awesome. Yeah, it is. Like, what you hear is like half, because I listened to the video I did of this, and what you hear is like half of what you got going on in your head. It is so weird, because there's like a second, it has kind of like a second wind when you play it. When you hit it, it'll go for a while, and then this thing starts really making noise at the end. Let's see if we can get this going. Check this out. Yeah, at the end, it really shines through. Just weird harp. On the next shipment, whenever Fomenkov can get around to building more, I before the harps even arrived, I knew that they were going to be really top notch. I'm like, go ahead and put me back in your queue. I want more harps for the store. So hopefully, in the next 4 months to a year, whenever you can get around to them, I'm going to get a couple more of these. These are. It makes me think of the Mongolian. Yeah, it does those really deep. Really strange. I like it though. I like that. That volume was strange. And I've really given thought to keeping the D2. The D2 was super easy to get the open-close harmonics out of. I like his case design too. If I don't put it in upside down. Very cool. Okay, get back to it. That's going to Dr. Bruno Ferrari. This is a harp I played a lot of this week. The Burt Savage, just perfect. Put the mic back down. We don't need it to be that loud. Oh, that's an easy harp to get lost. I get lost in harps super easy. Hey, do you have any of the big Pokins yet? I do not, but I just got an update from. I have the USPS app, so I do tracking on all my shipments. It's arrived in New York City, so probably 3 to 4 days it should be in. Got a whole bunch of the big Pokins coming and the little Pokins coming, and a whole bunch more. Got Litvinov on the way. Got a few others. And of course, a big Glazerin shipment. Need to recharge. I'm getting low on my stock on my website. See, oh yeah, there at the end, something I was doing that I've been doing a little bit of this week. Breathing, releasing your lips, and then breathing in. I'm breathing in and letting my lips off, and then giving a short burst of air on the outward. It's really a lot of fun, especially if you got a harp that's outer space. You get how much the big. I don't remember right off the top of my head. Message me on Facebook. And I've been trying that with my Dan. Oh, thank you. I've never tried that. Let's go ahead and let's give that a try here. I need to get some more caffeine in me. Wake up a little bit. Mr. Donovan, my son, I stayed up late last night till about 1 playing the harp, and then at 2, Mr. Donovan woke up. So he was smiling. He was a happy boy to be awake. So I'm like, okay, I'll get up. Oh, that is a little bit different, isn't it? I'm used to the harp being on my teeth. So when I release my lips, it's not actually traveling. But here I don't have anything. If I release my lips, I don't have anything contacting it. Let me experiment around with that. I think I'm more there. I'm just releasing the top part of my lip. You have to pull it away from the lips. Oh, there we go. I'm keeping kind of a little bit of contact with my face and just turning a little bit. That's seeming to work better. I think the Dan Moy is a really overlooked instrument because for how cheap a Dan Moy is, not many other harps are going to be that sensitive. A lot of people do a lot of beatboxing on. I'm not very good at beatboxing, but oh, then another one that I was playing around with a little bit this week. The second Dan Moy I got. Oh, cool. Yeah, Dan Moy. I highly suggest everyone should have a Dan Moy, especially because they're not a huge investment. They're about the same investment as a toy harp. Just be careful of giving them to too small children because the reeds are sharp. And I used to be in a hurry when I would oil my Dan Moy. And I don't even know if you have to oil Dan Moy because, they're brass. But I try only to oil them in one direction because one time I went like this really quick and the reed went right into my finger. Sometimes if you're playing a Dan Moy really aggressively, you'll have the reed will stay bent a little bit and you have to straighten it. But yeah, they'll go right into your finger. clickeroo. What do I want to play? I'm really indecisive this evening. I don't even know, like, what do I want to play? I also did a little bit of work on the artwork for the backdrop. I'll let you all check out that. Going over the top of my harp. This harp here is actually the first harp I ever built that worked. I was working on this. Some weird colors. So it's some bass, something bassy. See, I got mid-range bass, I got deep bass. This is a bicall, a deepest F. I get a lot of clicks out of it though. Kind of saying, ow, ow. There I'm doing it without any breath. I'm saying ow, and I'm bringing my lips off of it. Let's try adding a little breath, see what happens. Let's try without breath. I think I like it, on this particular harp, I like it better without the breath. On like the Burt Sev, I like it a little bit better with a little bit of breath. Not a huge fan. I like the bicall, but I'm not a huge fan of it for a deep bass instrument. I've heard the ones that are further up in tone play a lot nicer. I shouldn't say play a lot nicer. I should say play a little bit more stable. The problem with most deep basses is they get really clicky if you play them fast. Some deep basses you can play really fast. Where is another deep bass? Where'd it go? There I was just holding. I wasn't, for the initial part of my tone, I was just holding with my throat open. I'm closing my glottis. I'm letting the deeper part of my throat resonate. I'm bringing my lips off it, and since I'm holding my breath, I really can't breathe, and then I'm moving my tongue out. Dr. Ferrari, how are you doing? I hope I pronounced your name correctly, but how are you doing, dude? Yeah, I demonstrated your awesome two-reeded harp earlier. When I add a little bit of breath, that out breath, in breath, I get that buzz. Without breath, as I'm releasing, I in breath and then out breath. And you got to time yourself for your harp. You don't want to be overblowing it. Nobody pronounces my last name correctly. All good. Yeah, nobody can spell my name, or at least over the phone, people will be like, what's your name? I'll be like, Beb. And you're like, well, how do you spell it? I'm like, B-E-B-B. And then they're like, B-E-E-B, B-E-B-E. I'm like, nah. It's a hard name to spell, even though there's only two different letters in it, 4 letters total, but it's a whole lot of B. Earlier when I was with Donovan, I was going over B noise with him. I heard him, he's like, I'm like, yeah, bab, 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 bab. All sorts of B's and bab. And it's pretty cool. This is our first kid. So how smart they are. Like when I was demonstrating, bab, 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 bab with my B's, he was sitting there and he was literally watching my mouth. Babies are smart, dude. Never even realized. Did you try the Fomenkov? I did not. They were on there fairly tight, and I messaged Fomenkov. He hasn't messaged back, but I messaged him this afternoon, shot him an email, and he it's like middle of the night when it's afternoon or getting really late at night. So I'll probably hear from him tomorrow or Monday or something, and make sure it's okay to take them weights off there. But name's Scott. Oh yeah. You said which one is that? Hey Bruno, is it alright if I demonstrate your harp again? I've been playing it very gently. He says Bruno says it's cool. Bruno's a cool dude. Hope to see some of y'all at the fest. The fest, I'm so excited for the fest. It's gonna be a ball. There might be some really cool bands performing there as well. So we're gonna be doing band scramble. There's gonna be classes. There's gonna be beginner classes. There's gonna be harp for sale. There's gonna be spontaneous jams. It's gonna be the way. Let's check out some of these Fomenkops. These things are. I'll play them in these. I'm probably going to end up keeping the D2, even though I shouldn't. This is... Yeah, I was going to go get my hair cut earlier this week, or at the end part of this week, and didn't quite make it to the barber on time. This is Bruno's Fomenkov. A 2-reader. This isn't soldered on there like a Salagi. It's come off the same one, and he's really polished up in between there. Forged titanium. Very cool. With the weights in it, it's pretty deep. I don't know exactly how deep it is, but most deeper bass harps, especially when you get really low, they'll play a little bit quiet, but it has a really unique... And Bruno, you're going to have to let me know what you think of it. If you end up not liking it, I'll refund your money, send it back to me. I'd love to have it in my collection, but it has this weird sustain on the end of it, just because, like toward the end of the note, it kicks in the sustain of this, and I'm contending with a very loud furnace blower noise over there. So. I'm leaning down here because here's my humble microphone. Just absolutely bizarre. And that's with me hitting both. I'm sliding across one and sliding onto the other. I'm interested. I should take the weights off it and try it out. And Bruno, it's not going to mail out till Tuesday because of the long weekend. Absolutely bizarre. I'm probably going to end up keeping the D2. Because these harps, like, Bruno, you'll know what I'm talking about when you pick this up. Like, when I picked the first one up, I was like, there's no way. I never realized. I don't know if I have anything titanium. I don't even know if I have any titanium tools. Yeah, I think all my tools would be steel. But anyways, how light titanium is. Am I doing anything for Memorial Day? Well, what me and my wife are doing, and our son, we're not traveling or anything. What we're doing is we're just going to be going on a little picnic, and then we're going to talk about people that we've known that are no longer with us, and then we just go on with the happy picnic. It's not going to be a downer thing or nothing. But no, I don't normally go out to like the lake or anything on Labor Day. The time I'd like to go out on the lake is like when nobody else is there. Or just, like Memorial Day, it's so crowded at lakes, and I don't like I live in a city of about 50,000 people, and I don't want to go to the lake to be around a ton of people and the hassle and the rat race. If I go to a lake, I want to have a beer and be hanging out with friends and sitting in front of a pole, trying to catch a big catfish and let it go. This is that D2. I might end up keeping it. I shouldn't keep any more because I've already kept a Burt 7, a Shipanov. But, yeah, these will be for sale in my store. Somebody says, I'm going to Southern New York to see family. I have 47 cousins. Oh, nice. I've never been up New York way. How's the weather out there? What's New York like? The overtones on the two single-reeded Fomenkovs are just so clean. Listen to the bell ring. Listen to the sustain. That's all the more I'm gonna play that. That's a harp is for sale. So yeah, shouldn't, and I'm probably gonna end up keeping it anyways. It just, this harp has been calling to me ever since we decided to go with the double reeded harp. I'm like, then I'm bound to take that D2. Well, in New York State, the air is clear, not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful, 80 and 90. Oh, that's nice weather. We was 100 degrees today and humid. Ugh. I can't wait till later on in the summer when all this humidity burns off and it quits raining. It's a G2. And I'll put it up. Overtones on the foam cup. I'm going to be getting more of these because they're just so clean. Nothing else to contend with. No buzz. And good sustain for a G2 too. I like that. I looked up and titanium does not rust. It will oxidize, but the oxidizing is a protective layer. So very cool. I'm probably, before the end of the evening, I'm probably going to keep one of them. For that, I'll get them if they last. I don't expect them to last the weekend. Somebody will probably get a hold of me on Facebook through the Harpery and buy one or both of them. But if not, I'm going to keep one of them. Oh, I'm just keeping too many harps. Oh yeah, the other one I kept a while back is the Shippenov. I highly recommend Shippenov. Very clean overtones. F2. I've been digging F2. F2's been calling to me as of late. Like you're laughing. Give it that puff of air. Miss London, what are you doing over there, dog? Come here. Come here, Miss London. She'd be ranging today. She decided here, well, get a shot of Miss London here. Miss London, how you doing? She came running down the stairs and it was dark. The downstairs, it was dark down here, and she ran right into the wall. The dog, she's getting old. She's got to be like 11 years old. And she hit the wall. She bounced up. She's still got a lot of spring left to her. Like you, dog. After our government-mandated dog break. Giving it that puffs of air. Puff, hold, puff. Puff, hold, puff. Puff, hold, puffs. Oh, I'm getting messages from Messenger. I better not. I was going to swipe up like, oh no, that would end up taking me out in the Messenger. We'd lose the whole live upload. And you're kind of getting, slamming your glottis shut, you're kind of getting almost a percussive at it. Miss Lana, get out of there. What you got going on back there? Miss Lana, what you be getting into, dog? Over lay down. I think hitting the wall made you a little simpler. And I should probably play one more harp and we're going to call it quits for the evening. It's I hope y'all are having an excellent weekend. And if you're celebrating or doing any festivities, please be safe, please be responsible. Don't ever drive if you're going to drink. It's just not the way. So what was he talking about? I was talking to Carl Flood today, actually, on the phone. It was really cool. His daughter ended up playing the Dan Moy. It's cool. It's cool to hear the young people picking up the harp and just going with it? We was talking about techno. He was talking about using mutes. So we'll touch on mutes a little bit, and I know we touched on mutes a lot in the past. So, and I'm not an excellent muter. I do enjoy muting. I kind of find things that I'll focus on for a week or two. The last week has been breathing patterns and basically open close a little bit, and how to kind of blend those together. I haven't touched on the what I'm going to call a dynamic mute or mutes for techno. If you want to stop it, just hit the reed. I like to use my pinky finger. I got that from Mirko Muni on YouTube. I seen him doing that, stopping and doing slide muting with the pinky. You can also do it with your pointer finger. I think I seen Porky Miller doing it with the pointer finger. Oh, also, if you don't follow Mirko Muni on YouTube, you should. He doesn't make a lot of videos, but he's a fantastic player. This glass is a little bit more difficult to do with it. See if I can get overhand. When I do it, especially if we look at, like, there's two different ways that I do it. If I have a harp that has a diamond-shaped frame or square-shaped frame, you have the you have a little space in between where the front of the harp is and your reed, because you never want to, if you want to keep the harp going, you don't want to stop it. You don't want to touch the harp in the center of where it vibrates, because it stops it. I'll touch the frame and let the harp come with me, and sometimes just rub. And every harp's going to have a different sweet spot. This is a bass tartar. It's kind of up near, at least on this one, it's kind of up near the top, just barely grazing the top side of it. If I touch the whole reed, the harp is, the reed is flexible enough it'll just stop it, but I'll take and just graze it. You want to stop it, I'll slap the frame. I'll let my finger go a little bit deeper. Instead of, at first, for that dragging one, I was just dragging just the tip. Here I'm slapping the pad, because if I slap the pad, the pad of my finger depresses a little bit, so the middle of it kind of bulges down in and gets deeper. And you're going to get different results in different ways that you do it. I'll get better sustain if I reach up further. If I'm contacting here, here's almost a stop. Up here is like a grazing one. If I'm just here, if I reach up a little bit further, I have a bigger space because my finger's down at an angle, so I'll get more sustain out of it. And that doesn't so much have to do with the pad of my finger. It has to do with like the distance. Because if we're down here, our distance is closer. If we're up here, we have more distance just because our finger's at an angle, more at an angle. And you can actually put a good gauge for this is putting the tip of your finger on the tip of your lip. And what was Carl Flute? What was he talking about? He said he had a Glaser and Star he was trying with, and he's had mixed results. And I think that's probably from trying to touch the reed too much. On a flat-fronted harp, it's going to be different. Where's my star? Where are you hiding? I've got drawers and drawers of harps. I don't even know where my star is. Don't know. It's somewhere amidst the pile of harps. We'll just, it's right in front of me. Now, if you go trying to do your muting and trying to touch the reed on a flat-fronted harp, you are touching the center of where that reed's vibrating. Because if we think about a reed, it's centered on the decks, which the center of it is the blade of the decks, which is the front of the harp. Glasern are flat-fronted, the back is milled out. So the center point of where it vibrates, this harp sits center of the front of the harp. When it vibrates, it's vibrating this way, it's vibrating that way. So if you go and you touch the reed on the front of the harp, you're touching its center point, so it kills it. So we need that space. We need that space that we was afforded by a square-framed harp So the way I can do that is there are a couple different ways depending on what way you want to mute. And everybody's fingers are going to be set up different. Everybody's hands are going to be set up different. So you may have to modify, kind of like somebody with smaller hands is going to use a fork. A little bit different than somebody who has very big hands. You have to make those adjustments just like on the neck of a guitar. You're going to have to, the technique's the same, but you're going to have to make adjustments according to your body. If I want to stop it, I can touch the reed itself. And I just don't get there's no sustain after that. If I want to get a little bit more of the harp pushing through off my mute. And with the Glasron, I'm actually having to modify my grip a little bit more instead of being here, which is the center point on, like when I was on the charter bass. Center where I want to mute is right here. I don't have to reach. On that star, this point's clear over here. If I hit here, I'm hitting too close to the bass. So I'm going to want to rotate my grip so I can reach. And I can touch the tip of my lips. Because the tip of my lips affords me that space. And it's probably a little bit easier. I don't know, Carl, if you've got a rainbow, because it's not as long, you don't have to reach as far. And you don't come in hot. We're coming in slow and going off slow. I'm not snapping it. Can also touch the top edge of the frame if I want to get it further back. And I still want that space. I can touch the top edge of the frame and let the reed come to me. I'm touching the top edge of the frame and I'm lightly bringing down. Not applying. I'm keeping my finger loose. I want my finger to be pliable, because if I'm rigid coming down and the harp reed starts to contact it and I can't loosen my finger up a little bit, it's going to kill it. There I was contacting the top of it and just floating my finger. If I can do it again, if I can replicate it. It's harder to slide inward with your pinky. I just ordered a Stars harp. Oh, cool. Yeah, I do really dig the Star. Other Glasrons. I like all the Glasrons. Of the cheaper Glasrons, my favorite would be the Sail. Of the more expensive, it'd probably be the Alpha. I really dig the Alpha as well. And like doing that sliding style of mute. See if I can get it off a Niega. I'm sliding it along the top side of the frame. And you're going to have to feel out. Every harp is going to have a different personality. Reeds are made differently. The reed on a Niega doesn't feel like the reed of a reed on a Glasron, or even a Glasron reed isn't just one reed. It's different thicknesses, and I think also different hardnesses. So feel your instrument out. Every instrument's going to play a bit differently, but if it's a good instrument, you can feel out where the differences are, what modifications, and you're going to be able to get certain things out of different instruments better than other certain things. What Carl was asking about, he was asking about specifically techno. And I haven't done any techno for a while, so I'm a bit rusty. Let's see if I can pull some off. Magnum works really well for techno. I got the door shut over there. I've got the ductwork covered up down here. We'll see if I can do this without waking up Sir Donovan or Sir Don Dubon. I said it, I think it was at 30 minutes. I said, like, I'll play one more harp and I'll be done. I ain't done. I need to wrap it up, though. I'm I'm throwing a little bit of close in there too. That. And I'm also moving my tongue up and down. So I'm doing a few different things. I'm giving the cut. I'm moving my tongue up and down to change my tone. And there's also the breath playing in there. So it sounds like you're playing two parts when really you're, well, maybe you are. I don't know. I'm putting some snarls in there. I'm putting what I call catfish noise. A little bit of snore inward, a little bit of snore outward. And oh yeah, some other mutes. If you have harps that are on the upper end of medium stiffness, like some of the Masco and some of the Niega are on the upper, especially his earlier harps are on the upper end of medium stiffness. This is I think this was a D sharp. See if I can find it on this instrument. It's kind of hard sometimes jumping from one instrument to another instrument to another instrument, changing up your bite pressure, changing up your mutes, all that. Having problems with mutes on that one tonight. Let's go over to the Masco. Masco was the one surprisingly versatile. Yeah, harps are, especially if you can be versatile as well and understand. I used to go about harps all wrong. Well, not all wrong. I just was stupid. Not stupid. I just didn't know things about them. The caffeine's kicking in. I'm starting to ramble. I would play every harp like a Salagi Chancellor. I played Morchang and I played other harps, and I'd play them exactly the way I'd play, you know, a breathy, really good rhythmic harp. Now when I play a Morchang, I try to appreciate what the instrument is instead of trying to play every instrument the same and trying to learn a little bit from the instrument. Because the instrument, if you let it teach you a little bit, it's going to teach you some things, because that's like trying to play a fiddle like you try to play a cello. They're just not the same. You're passionate. Oh, yeah. Get yourself a harp. Play it. It's going to be awesome. If you need any technique help, you can always message me on Facebook or check out how to play the jaw harp. I've also got some other technique tutorials. There's also Olena Utai does some really good videos on techniques as well. He's a fantastic player. There we go. That's the right stiffness there. I needed something a little bit stiffer. It's a Masco average. Oh, thanks for subscribing, dude. You're awesome. And your name is Insomnant. I'm going to be a little bit insomnia tonight. I'm drinking some caffeine so I can stay up a little bit later. Probably going to drink a beer or two, put on some music, and work more on the backdrop, do some playing. But the Masco, and hopefully I'm hoping by the end of the summer that I can get my 60 Masco made. Yeah, it's good for artwork, especially, you know, when you're tired doing art. But I'm hoping to get some more Masco. I got an order of, I think, 62, or actually 62 plus 18, because I ordered a set too. He said it'll take him 3 to 4 months to build all them harps. His harps are the perfect stiffness for doing this, except for his bass harps. Punching an out breath, and I haven't done it for a while. Punching an out breath, and I think that's why he may be putting me off for a while, because it's a big order. He probably wants to service smaller orders first. Punching an out breath and then doing a mute, and I haven't done it for a while, so I'm a bit rusty. Just gonna play this for a while, see what she does. There I go again. I'm forcing a harp to do something, especially one that hasn't been played in probably half a month. Had all of them on the pegboard in one video. Oh, I have a lot more harps than that, and eventually I'm going to be hanging them on this pegboard, because this artwork that I'm doing back here, It's all a pegboard, and I'm probably going to have maybe 100 or 200 hours and all the blending and everything. And I plan on hiding a lot of different harps in it. And then there's going to be pegs hanging back here, and I'm going to hang some harps off it, different harps every time, because if I was to hang the whole collection on the wall, getting them up there is just too big of an investment in time. But yeah, in the future, probably the next half year, I'm going to start hanging some on the wall. But yeah, I picked up this Masco, and I just tried whipping it into submission. I'm like, okay, I picked it up, and I'm like, okay, you're going to do the slap mute for me, whether you like it to or not. The harp is an instrument that I need to go more about, play it for a little while, see how it feels, and then play with the instrument. Because there I was dancing alone. It's like if you have a dancing partner, hey, Jamie Koenig, it's the other Jamie. How are you doing, dude? It's like having a dancing partner, and you're just dancing in your own rhythm, and the other dancing partner, you're not dancing with them. That's what I was doing there. I picked up the harp, and I wasn't playing the harp like it wanted to be played. Playing the harp should be a two-way street. Work off the instrument. I forgot how good Masco played. Absolutely sublime rhythmic instruments. Some of them have pretty decent melodic qualities as well, especially the Nurievsky. They're so screaming loud. They really excel more as rhythmic instruments. A lot of them do, and I haven't played any of his current stock. When you play a maker, sometimes 6 to 8 months makes a pretty big difference in the quality of their harps. Like the Niega, the Niega, also known as Naya, but his name's pronounced Niega, from Ukraine. His instruments from last year, they were loud, they were really sensitive, and then going into this year, they're getting more of a melodic content. So it's awesome to see makers, who are already good, get really, really excellent. And Masco was just super, super busy because his harps are good, and they're stainless steel too. In the future, I want to try working with stainless steel. I would just be content if I could go back to building harps. Maybe someday quit my heating and air job, build harps. Goals. I've been rambling on about expensive instruments. I'm going to play something a little bit simpler, and then we're going to call this video good. I love y'all. I hope y'all had a great, or are going to have a good weekend. If you're celebrating, please be safe. Don't drive if you're not in any condition to drive. That's not the way. Walk, take a bus. Where's my instrument I was going to play? I don't know. Oh, there we go. I love y'all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Adios. I love y'all. Adios.